We've had quite a few different challenges which have come and gone whilst we've been growing. So the first one that we had was industry skepticism. So when we first turned up at a few factories and also machine manufacturers' front doors and explained, they weren't very convinced of what we were saying and doing. So it's been building the proofs for those guys so they can really understand, and also listening to their problems and really getting to grips with what their apprehensions are so we can make those steps through with them. The second one has been growing a team. So in the last year, we've gone from 5 full-time members of staff up to 20, which has been really fast, and it's a huge undertaking learning how to just make sure that you've got everything set up for a full team that big. And last but not least is being a little bit too ambitious at times. So we're really excited about what we do, so sometimes we try to do a little bit too much all at once, and we've now learned that some things take a little bit longer, but we're getting there, so it's fine.
I think probably one of the biggest challenges I have faced is balancing the sort of audacious long-term mission of the business with the short-term commercial needs. Running a business based on, again, that bifocal view. So yes, we have to sort of meticulously manage cash and cash flow, short-term financial performance, and yet we're trying to disrupt one of the largest industries in the world. We're trying to make coffee a force for good, and to do that we need to be 2,000 times our size.
Probably the biggest one is timing, which is everything, as we know, generally in life and business and indeed comedy. So the idea of, like, are you giving the right service and product and offer to the market at the time that they actually need it? So it could be something there you're looked back on as a footnote in the development of that market, of those guys had the right idea but they were just a bit too early, or indeed they launched it but by that time the first mover advantages had gone and it was locked up by the kind of dominant players. So timing is everything, and I think in an early stage market, that being there early on can be both a benefit and a barrier.
Some people take customer feedback really negatively, and that can be a real challenge, particularly when you may have so few customers, and that one customer that shouts and bawls on Trustpilot, you're desperate to respond to them, ring them even, potentially I've done that. But I think it's important that customer feedback plays a continuing, revolving part in the way in which you develop your brand and your proposition.
Listen, there are always challenges when you are at the helm of a growing business. Remaining disruptive is one. So as you grow, there is a want and a desire and a latent kind of need often to put in additional structure and processes and kind of means, if you like, of making that ship run smoothly. The biggest thing though I look at every single day in the business is culture. Retaining that culture, keeping that gang mentality, allowing people to maintain the frankly chaotic spirit that still exists in many ways. That is vital, because that can mean you still remain as creative and exciting and as disruptive as ever. And if you lose that, then you lose the magic.
The more you disrupt and the more successful you are, you become a hostage to fortune. So suddenly the established players start noticing what you're doing a lot more, they start reacting, they start putting other things into the market, and the market becomes more competitive.
I think some of the key challenges that disruptive brands are facing right now primarily come down to other companies beating them to their disruptive idea. So there's lots of people in the market waiting to be the next Uber or the next Airbnb of the future. And it's having that tenacity and vision to get there first. Having the right leadership team in place is crucial. It's great having the visionary and the business leader, who is generally the person that comes up with the idea, but having an infrastructure of a diverse leadership team with them on their journey, I think, is crucial to their success.